Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today is well, I don't know if it's long awaited, but I have been putting this to the side for so long. I should just get on with it, but somehow, I don't know, I cannot put myself to actually do what I want to do. Like I want it to be done, but I don't want to do it. And that is decluttering my Colourpop shadows. Now I'm not gonna declutter all of the shadows because that would be easy and not a difficult process. But I mean, look at all of the individual shadows that are in, oh my gosh, beautiful angle, that are in these palettes, and then take out what I want to get rid of, or take out what I want to keep, because there's just some shadows in here in my entire Colourpop collection that I don't love, that I don't use. There's these 9 pans, I have some of the 12 pans, and then this one, how many pans is this? 15 pans are in here. So I have completed No Pan Left Behind on all of these. I also have the Colourpop Twilight palette. That is a different type of Colourpop palette. The pans are bigger. These are all same size. They are magnetic. You can pop them out. So I have gone through these palettes and I've already made labels of what I wanted to keep. They're not the best labels because the pen that I used is kind of smudging on these labels, but the pen that I have that will not smudge has a very thick point to write with. So I cannot fit the names on these little stickers or on the back of the pans if I use that pen. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I made more than these. I don't know where they went, so I'm gonna have to go through this again, basically. So I have written down some that I was like, I'm sure I want to keep those, but I'm missing some. So let's just go and look at all of my palettes. Shall I just show them to you first? Is that a smart thing to do? So let's start with oldest, I guess. Oldest in my collection and work our way up. So I have here the Nude Mood palette. One of these shadows I finished. This one fell out onto the floor. The Miss Bliss palette. In a Trance. And I think the Miss Bliss in a Trance and this one are all from a collection or something. Or an Out. Wow, that shot of my face every time I open a mirror is amazing. Honey. And then the Star Wars The Child palette. So those are all the 9 pans and they are approximately the same age, I want to say, or they came into my collection around the same time. As well as this one. This is the What Dreams Are Made Of palette, or as I always call it, the Lizzie McGuire palette, because that was the collection. And then these 4 came into my collection a little bit later. If you have not seen the haul, I will link it. I bought these secondhand. They were brand new, unused. So here is the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. The So Very Lovely. I don't have all the shades in here right now. I have some in a Build Your Own palette. The Lush Life. Also, this one is in a Build Your Own palette. And then the Garden Variety. So that is what we're working with. Okay, so ideally I would, I guess, leave in all the shadows that I want, or take out all the ones that I want and then discard all the rest. But I don't really know what I want to do. So I think what I'm going to do first is take out all of the satin finish shadows. Should I zoom you in a little bit more? I think I should. So Colourpop does these satin finishes. Let me see, I have some good examples. For example, this shadow, that one in the corner is a satin. It's a matte with glitter particles. And if you use those are very powdery consistency. If you use them, the glitter particles go flying all over your eyes, your face, and it doesn't make sense. I want to use a matte, or I want to use a shimmer. I don't want to use a matte with glitters in them. So I think out of all the palettes, I can just start taking out those shades because I don't care for them at all. I just put my magnet, oh my gosh, it stuck to the palette. Wow. So, okay, let's see, aura and out. There's 2 there. Look, I just picked that up with a magnet and it already crumbled. Like, the consistency's so stupid. Here is another one, if that wants to come out. Okay, so that one does not want to come out with a magnet. It's like not sticking to the pen. So we'll leave it for now. Here we go, another one. And here's one. Now the only satin one that I'm unsure about is this one, because I do really love the color of this, and I have mixed this around to be a liner, and I love that. So I'm gonna, I think, leave this one in. The others can go. So there's a total of 4 of those. Oh, this one is also in very deep. There's a total of 4 of those satins in this palette alone, and I just don't get it. So we're keeping this one for now. I don't know. That is there satin in here? Yes, of course there is. There is 2. Right. In here, yeah. So breaking this palette up really, really hurts my heart because I love the look of this complete color story, but it doesn't make sense to keep colors. Oh, bless you, that was my cat sneezing. It doesn't make sense to keep this palette while I don't like half of the shades. You know what I mean? So, taking those 2 out. Is there any in here? No, there's not. In here, also no. The Sweet Talk. No. So then I only have the ones from Garden Variety. Now I'm on the fence about this color because it's a very interesting color, but honestly, who am I kidding? There's a lot of shimmer in here as well. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna use that. Ooh. This one, oh my gosh. Okay, so my palette that I've put these in is already full. This one, and then that one. Or is this a shimmer? No, that's a satin as well. So we're taking those out. Okay, So here's already a collection of shadows that I'm okay letting go of. Now I don't really know if I want to take these out of the pans and then keep the pans to still be able to fill these up. You know, maybe one day repress something else in there. I think I'm gonna have to see how many shadows I take out, because if I keep all of those empty pans, I mean, I know I'm not gonna fill those up, but maybe a few. Oh, we'll leave that at that. Okay, so, oh my gosh, what do we do now? This is difficult. I know for a fact that this palette is gonna stay as it is, or I'm gonna keep all of the shadows in here. I love this palette. I love my yellows. I am a yellow hoe. Love yellows on my eyes. But also, maybe it's because this palette doesn't have the stupid satins in there. I don't know. I love this palette so much. So this, I'm gonna keep all of these shadows. Like, I might move things around. I do want to label them eventually all so that I can move them around. But these shadows are all staying. Moving on, I'm just gonna bite the bullet, you guys. Come on. Or an out. I do not need all these. Oh, that's another satin. Gosh, that was stuck. I forgot. Okay, wow. So all these mint shadows do nothing for me. I do not like them. This one is more of a green mint, but like, what is that? That's shit. So I am gonna get rid of those. Why is this not? You can pop this out if I am correct. There we go. And now I can take this one out. I don't want that either. Now the rest I think is okay to keep. I mean, these are very similar, but I will check that at the end. So for now, this is staying. I'm just focusing on what I definitely don't want to keep, and then we will see what similarities we have in everything that we are keeping. So out of this palette, I think I'm good actually with keeping these. I don't know about this one. Okay, that is pretty and very soft. Yep, I like that. So we'll keep that. I do want to compare it to, of course, it's all the way at the bottom. There's a gold in here too, and I remember not really liking it. I can see why. That's more of a topper, and yeah, I don't care for that. So that one can go. If I can take it out, there we go. Some of these are very, very full to the brim. Like, these shadows are filled. Then let's keep it like this. Miss Bliss. So these two shadows, very similar. Do I need them both? Ooh, that's difficult. And then the pink shimmer, I'm not a big pink girl. Yeah. What do I do? Let's keep it for now. Also, this palette doesn't close right, so maybe this is one of the palettes that I am gonna get rid of. Okay, in a trance. This, honestly, I have not used enough to justify keeping any of these shadows except for that glitter. So let me swatch this. That is a topper. Can you even see that? Yeah. Okay, maybe that one. These ones, the purple is very awful quality. I did not like that at all. I don't use pinks all that much. But again, these shadows feel more like topper shades. I don't know if that was the intention of this palette, but I don't care for them. So I'm gonna take, oh gosh. Loose shadow just flew everywhere. I'm gonna take those out. Okay, so we have 2 left. Then this Lizzie McGuire one. So I know I love the greens. I have some similar, but we will check later. Love the oranges. This is a good transition to keep. I love this peach. This row. Purple. That is much better than the purple that we just pulled out of the Inner Trance palette. The pink. Same thing. Those are pretty good. This matte, I don't know, but oh my gosh, look at that. It's very pigmented. It's like pinky purple. I don't use that. I will probably never use that. And also, that stains. I mean, look, that swatch was there for 3 seconds. That stains, and I remember that. So we're gonna get rid of that one, surely. The other ones, let's just keep them in here for now. Sweet Talk. Looking at this like this, I feel like all of these shades are pretty good. I want to swatch this one. Because that, look, that is again some kind of a topper shade. I don't care for that. Sometimes you can just see by the sort of texture on these shadows that they're not good. I don't know what it is. The rest, I'll leave it in for now. So very lovely. So all of these shadows that are in here, were in here, supposed to be in here, is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna keep. This one is definitely one that I don't want to keep because it is that pinky purple that I just never wear. So I can get rid of that. I'm on the fence about this like light lavender one. My hand is completely stained pink. So I don't know how much we'll use that, but for now it's fine. Swatch this one too. That's very pretty. Okay, so we're good there. Lush Life. This one again, the texture just looks weird. Okay, so actually, not that bad. That swatched pretty good. And the one next to it feels so much softer and is so different. Look at the vibrancy in those two next to each other. I know my lighting isn't the best probably, but look at that swatch and then that one. That is such a difference. Okay, so leave this in for now. We shall see. And then Garden Variety. Here's another one. Look at it. What is that? That is nothing. You can see it in the light, but the rest, no color, nothing. So we're taking that one out. And then again, these like pinky purples. I'm on the fence about the matte, but the shimmers can go. And then I also want to swatch this. That's fine. This, yeah, okay. I'm gonna wash my hands and see if I can get rid of this stain a little bit better, and I'll be right back. All right, still a bit red because I rubbed the swatches off a little harsh, but this is what we're looking like so far. This palette is overflowing with shadows that I'm okay to let go of. And then I feel like it's time to compare some shadows. Or should I build like palettes? How many glitters do I have? Wait, I'm gonna count. 1, 7. So almost a full palette of glitters. Should I just put those in a separate like little palette? Shall we just put them in a nude mood? Let's just be crazy and put the glitters in this palette. Am I gonna remember what all of these are called? I don't know. I could always look it up online. Cleaning it up as best as I can. And then we're taking out the glitters. These are gonna go everywhere. I should label them honestly right away, but I know the labels will not stick to these very glittery pans, so I'm just gonna put them in here for now. Orange. Yellow. This honestly is my favorite glitter of all time. Ooh. Right there. Oh gosh. And the gold one. Another favorite. And the last one. Used and abused. So we have this palette with all glitters and 2 empty pans that I don't know what to do with yet, but that's okay. I like this already. Okay, I took a break. I had to go to my horse. Which I knew. Nothing interesting. So here I am back. I've laid out all of the palettes with the shadows that I'm keeping, with the exception of this palette, which now holds the glitters. We're not looking at those, we are keeping those. I just want to see if there's things in here that overlap in color, color-wise. I take my magnet. So what I'm seeing is there's a lot of peachy, orangey brown tones, and I don't think I need all of them. Or what do you think? Because, yeah, no. So I think we'll start with those. Wait, actually, let's start with some easy. I'm gonna make space. It looked cute putting it all open and out here, but it's not the easiest to maneuver around. So I'm gonna see, you all have greens in there. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in again. I really hope this lighting hasn't really changed as much, but we shall see. So in here there's some greens, so So I can see there is a difference in these greens, but do I need them all? That is my question. So I'm just gonna swatch this matte green and then this one. That is pretty similar. But I do like the feel of that second one more. So that means where what shadows that I'm getting rid of? This one I'm gonna get rid of. And then as for the shimmers, this is more of a yellow green. So there's that. Then we have this one. I mean, similar, but not the same, if you can tell. That's more yellow green and this is more vibrant green. Then there's this one. That's more of a lighter green, and then there's this one. Ooh, that's stunning. Do I need all 4 of those? Honestly, I think I can part with the third one because that's not really standing out for me. So we're gonna get rid of that. There's not a lot of shadows out of this palette left, which is really funny because I was so excited to get this palette, but looking at what is left here, yeah, did I really need that palette? Probably not, but it's fine. And then out of the other 3, I don't know, I think I'll keep all of them for now. So that is it for the greens. Let me wipe that off my hand. And then there's this yellow in here that I want to compare with one from my favorite palette. So we have this one and then Totally Bugging, which is a stunning shadow. It is like orangey yellow, like not orange but not yellow. And then this one, that's essentially like a lighter version of that. Do I need both? I don't think so. I can get rid of this one, pretty sure. Even though I love that shade, I don't need like one step lighter than the other. So then we're good here. This is what I'm keeping from this palette. Obviously I'm keeping this entire palette. And then I think it's time to check out the peaches, because there is a few that I'm not really sure about. That's not really, oh actually that's similar to that. Let's just check. Okay, no, peaches. Yeah, so many peaches. So we have this one. This one. Okay, that's more of a pink. This one. Very light peach. That one. Definitely more of an orangey. This one. Why are those two in the same palette? I don't get it. And then that one. Okay, I don't need all of those. Obviously, this one is different enough from the rest. That lighter one, I'm gonna let go. Where's my magnet? There it is. So this was one from the Miss Bliss palette, I believe. Can go. So I can keep that one. And then out of these three, I think it's between this one and this one, which is basically the same shadow, I think. That is the same. So I feel like this is less powdery than that. So get rid of this one if it wants to come out. Then I can also get rid of this one. Oh wait. That's the darker. Whoa. Is it really that much different? Okay, I'll keep that for now. And I'm gonna wash my hands because this is gonna stain my hands again. Okay. And then there's also a lot of these oranges. I'm overwhelmed, can you tell? So we have this, oof. This is very, very crumbly, but stunning. So that, and this is more of a golden orange, really like that. We have this one, and this is more of a silvery orange. I like that as well. Then we have this. That is very similar to that first one that I swatched. But I'm kind of scared because this formula is very crumbly, so maybe I'll keep both because I do like them a lot. But I have a feeling that this is gonna be gone really quick because it's so crumbly. Is this just me trying to get it to make up an excuse to keep both? Even though I know very well that I don't need both. Okay, and then there is there something similar? Maybe this one and that one? Also quite similar, but I prefer this one, and also the texture of this is a lot nicer. So I'm gonna take this out because I don't need both, honestly. Okay, is there some overlap here? We have this shadow and that one, but they're, well, they're like sort of like lid setting shades, so I think I can keep those both. I'm gonna set up my light for you just a second. So where was I? I have nothing really similar to this. Ooh, that is a stunning shadow. Maybe my light should be on the other side of me. I need to wrap this up anyway. And then for the browns, I honestly think I'm gonna get rid of this brown because I don't know what, that is a very murky looking brown. I don't know, I don't love that. Like, I would go for this one over that first one. And there's also this one, a little bit more warmer, but I like that too. And then there is brown in here. That is stunning too. Why are these browns all the same but also different? Yeah, I'm not really gonna waste a lot of time on that. This one can go because I don't like that. And then I think that I'll just keep the rest as it is. And there's also a few of this orange brick color, so that one. That is a slightly lighter version. That is basically the same as this one. And that is ever so slightly darker, I want to say. But maybe the same. I think the lightest one can go. Don't really need that. And then I think I'll keep this one and then also that one. So you can go as well. I think I have a good variety here. Okay, I'm also gonna get rid of this one. That was originally in the nude mood, because I have this one here, which is basically the same color, and this one feels nicer, like softer, so I can take this one out and let it go. I think that is it, guys. I think I'm gonna stop right here, label all of these, and then show you what I'm left with. Maybe switch them around in some palettes. Or maybe I'll be back tomorrow. But I don't know. For you, it'll be in a few seconds. Do you guys remember that I said in the beginning of the video I had made more labels and I couldn't find them? I don't know what is going on in my head, but I have already labeled some of these shadows because I already knew I wanted to keep them. So some were already labeled. And I did not remember doing that. I do remember that I stopped with sticking them on when I came to the glitters because these were not sticking to the backs of those pans. So there's that. I'm gonna check at the end to see if any of these shadows that I decided to get rid of has a label already on the back. I doubt it. I really honestly doubt it, but I will check. I'm gonna label them some more. All right, I'm finished. You can see it's getting darker. So I managed to clear out 3 whole palettes. So not a 9 pan. These are shadows that are leaving. Another 9 pan is now empty, and this 15 pan. So that means, let me do the math. We got rid of 33 shadows? No, wait, because there's empty spots in my palettes. So here's what I'm getting rid of. 6 are in here. The rest are stacked in here. I'm not really sure what I want to do with these yet, but I will see. And then the rest are divided in all of these palettes. It's fun to see. The Lush Life, I only got rid of 1. This is in a Build Your Own palette, so this was a good pick for me. Sweet Talk, I mean, more than half is still in there, so that's okay. Then in a Trans, I think I only kept 1 and the glitter, so yeah, that was time to declutter this. This, I got rid of 2, and these are in a Build Your Own palette, so not bad. Here I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so not bad. I put some extra in here. This is all original, and then here's glitters. So that was it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go because my battery is running low. I'm gonna think about what to do with these, if I want to keep the empty pans or not, or maybe I can give some away. And yeah, I will hopefully see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. My cat's sneezing like crazy. I'm gonna let him outside. And I will hopefully see you in one of my next ones. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.